Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon class. I'm Abizari Ramtifari. I will be your teacher for today. So let's check our attendance list. Charu? Okay, good. Rahman? Okay, good. And Aaron? Okay, good. So, have you guys known about storytelling tadi sebelumnya sama Kak Novel? Storytelling tadi apa? Menceritakan sebuah cerita. Betul. Oke, so storytelling yang kali ini beda. Ini tentang ulat yang suka makan, caterpillar. Ini hewannya ya. Sama ceritanya cerita fabel. Ini storytellingnya tentang cerita fabel. Jadi kakak akan membacakan cerita tentang ulat yang suka makan. With the title of The Crunching Munching Caterpillar by Sheridan Kane and Jack Tickle. Ini autornya ya. Ini yang buat apa? Bukunya. Okay. Caterpillar was always hungry. For weeks he crunched and munched his way through the fresh, juicy leaves of a blackberry bush. Si ulat selalu lapar. Berminggu-minggu dia menggigit-gigit dan mengunyah-ngunyah daun-daun pohon beri hitam. Ini pohonnya ya. Okay, next, continue. One day, caterpillar was about to crunch into another leaf. Suatu hari, saat si ulat ingin menggigit daun, when ini pas lagi ngunyah ya, press, gitu. Ada seekor lebah. Lebah tadi apa? Oke, good. Bumblebee, ini spesies lebah yang lainnya. Bumblebee landed beside him. Seekor lebah hinggap di sampingnya. Next. Wow, said Caterpillar. How did you get here? Simple, said Bumblebee. I have wings. Look. Oh, I'd like some of this, said Caterpillar. Katanya si ulat. Wah, gimana sih kamu bisa sampai ke sini? Gampang, katanya lebah. Aku punya sayap. Nih, ada sayapnya. Nah, ini sayapnya ya. Aku ya juga punya, pengen, katanya ulat kayak gitu. Next. Bumblebee flew up into the air and buzzed busily from flower to flower. Si lebah terbang tinggi di udara dan hinggap dari bunga yang satu ke bunga yang lainnya sambil berdengung gitu ya. I'd love to fly like that, said Caterpillar. Aku pengen banget, pengen terbang kayak gitu. Well, you can, said Bumblebee. I've got wings and you've got your legs. Your legs are for walking. Katanya si lebah, aku punya sayap dan kamu punya kaki. Kakimu bisa digunakan untuk berjalan. Nah, katanya si ulat, I guess so, said Caterpillar. Ya, kayaknya sih ya, kamu memang benar, katanya si ulat. Next. Bumblebee flew off to the next bush. Si lebah terbang tinggi ke semak yang lainnya yang di sebelahnya. Watching Bumblebee fly had made Caterpillar very hungry, so he crunched and he munched until it was time for bed. Nah, karena ngeliatin si lebah terbang, ulatnya ini kecapean makan terus dia. Gigit-gigit daun sampai akhirnya dia waktunya tidur. Caterpillar woke to the sound of twittering birds swooped around and soared in the early morning light. Si ulat terbangun karena suara kicauan burung. Burung-burung itu melayang dan menukik di awal pagi. Nah, ini predatornya si ulat. Jadi ulatnya itu memang makanannya si burung-burung ini. Ada berapa ini? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ada 10 birds. Ini buah berinya tadi. Caterpillar was just about to start his breakfast when si ulat baru saja akan menyantap sarapannya ketika apa ini? Tuh, ada burungnya. Sparrow landed beside him. Seekor burung gereja hinggap di sampingnya. Tiba-tiba mau makan. I'd love to fly high in the air like that, said Caterpillar. Aku ingin sekali terbang tinggi di angkasa seperti kamu. Well, you can, said Sparrow. Kamu nggak bisa terbang, katanya burung gerejanya. You need to be as light as the dandelion cloud that floats on the breeze. You're far too fat to fly. Badanmu harus seringan sebuah bunga dandelion sehingga dapat tertiup angin. Kamu terlalu gemuk untuk terbang. Kakimu bisa digunakan untuk berjalan. You're too fat to fly. Your legs are for walking. Caterpillar-nya bilang, I guess so, katanya dia. Kurasa kamu benar. Ini caterpillar-nya. Gendut banget dia. Next. Caterpillar carried on mancing all day until the light began to dim. Si ulat melanjutkan mengunyah, kriuk ini makan daun. Si ulat melanjutkan mengunyah-ngunyah sepanjang hari sampai hari mulai gelap. Jadi sampai sore dia makan. He wrapped a leaf around himself to keep warm. He was just about to go sleep when dia menyelimuti badannya dengan selambar daun agar hangat. Ketika dia akan tidur, apa yang terjadi? Loh, ada kupu-kupu di sebelahnya. There's a butterfly. Ini kupu-kupu bahasa Inggrisnya butterfly. Butterfly landed gracefully beside him. Oh, I wish I could fly like you, katanya ulat. Aku pengen banget terbang kayak kamu. But I'm too fat and I have legs instead of wings. Tapi aku terlalu gendut dan aku punya kaki, bukannya aku punya sayap buat terbang. Butterfly smiled a secret knowing smile. Siapa tahu, mungkin kamu suatu hari nanti bisa terbang. Seringan bulu seperti aku. Tapi untuk sekarang, ulat kecil ini kamu harusnya pergi untuk tidur. Kamu terlihat lelah. Jadi kupu-kupunya nyuruh tidur. Butterfly was right. Caterpillar suddenly felt very sleepy. Jadi kupu-kupunya memang benar. Ulatnya ini tiba-tiba dia capek banget hari itu. Kupu-kupunya capek, ulatnya capek, habis itu dia tidur. As butterfly flew off into the night sky, he fell into a deep sleep. Jadi ulatnya habis itu dia tidur di malam hari. Ini kupu-kupunya tadi temannya. Next. Caterpillar slept all through the winter and his sleep was filled with dreams. Si ulat tertidur sepanjang musim dingin dan tidurnya penuh dengan mimpi-mimpi. Dia tidurnya lama banget. He dreamed he had wings and was soaring into the blue sky above the tall trees. Jadi dia di mimpinya dia bisa terbang. Ini ada sayap-sayap kecilnya. Dia masih bermimpi bahwa dia bisa terbang hingga ke angkasa dan melewati bunga-bunga. Dia juga bermimpi kalau badannya itu seringan bulu. Lanjut. When Caterpillar woke up, he felt the warmth of the spring sun. He was stiff from his long sleep, but he did not feel very hungry. He stretched and stretched. Si ulat terbangun, dia merasa hangatnya matahari di musim semi. Nah, dia itu kaku setelah tertidur sangat lama. Lalu dia keluar dari tidurnya. Ini ada daun-daun sebenarnya. Dan ada angin meniup saat si ulat ke udara. Dia tidak lagi pendek dan gendut. Dia sekarang memiliki sayap yang besar, megah dan indah. Itu adalah sayap kupu-kupu. Nah, ulatnya sudah transformasi jadi kupu-kupu sekarang. Wah, katanya kupu-kupu muda, aku akhirnya bisa terbang. Aku benar-benar bisa terbang menggunakan sayap ini. Ini ada daun yang dia makan tadi. And that's it. That's it. Okay. Gimana guys? Lucu gak? Ada yang tahu nggak transformasinya dari ulat itu ke kupu-kupu namanya apa? Dia tidurnya itu di dalam apa? Kepompong. Berarti kepompong itu bahasa Inggrisnya jackpot. Kepompong bahasa Inggris. Oke, good. Jadi kepompong itu bahasa Inggrisnya kekun. Untuk namanya kayak gini, kekun. C-O-C-U-U-N, kekun bacanya. Pakai K dan jujur kita. Oke, kakak ada 3 pertanyaan buat Zaru, Rohman sama Aaron. Nanti ada rewardsnya, ada hadiahnya juga. Oke. Di awal cerita tadi yang suka makan siapa? Angkat tangan dulu. Oke, Aaron. Caterpillar. Oke, good. Ya, welcome. Yang suka makan caterpillarnya ini yang gendut ini tadi, yang ular tadi. Oke, next question. Pertanyaan kedua. Yang diajak ngobrol sama ulat tadi siapa? Angkat tangan. Kuku. Ya, oke, butterfly. Good job, Taru. Ya, Rahman terakhir. Ini buat Rahman aja, yang dua tadi juga. Tadi kan ada spesies lainnya selain lebah. Lebahnya punyanya Kak Novel tadi B. Tadi kalau punyanya kakak itu apa namanya? Nih ada di tulisan. Bumblebee. Ya, oke, good job. Ya, ini Bumblebee itu spesies lebah yang lainnya. Jadi lebah itu ada banyak spesiesnya. Oke, guys, gimana tadi? Seru kan? Ini ada ulat yang bertransformasi jadi kupu-kupu, warnanya kuning. Kuning bahasa Inggrisnya apa? Yellow. Oke, good job. Kalau yang kupu-kupu yang diajak ngobrol tadi, warnanya apa? Mana? Ini. Kayak bajunya kakak. Blue. Oke, good job. Kalau Bumblebee tadi, yellow and black. Sayap tadi apa ya? Sayapnya kupu-kupu itu namanya apa? Sayap. Depannya wing. Wings. Oke, good job, Arwen. Oke, good. That's all from me today. I hope you guys enjoying our class today. Untuk penutupnya kita baca hamdalah bersama-sama. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, see you in the next class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Abizar Difari with student number 43300233013, and I'm with my friend here.
Hello, I'm Muhammad Naufal Pratama, and my student number is 43300233006. And today I'm going to reviewing Abizar's micro teaching. Okay, first, let's continue to the assessment rubric. For the assessment rubric, we have 1 till 3 means poor. Analytic 1 till 10 scale. Okay, the first is 1 till 3 is poor, 4 till 6 is fair, 7 till 8 is good, and 9 till 10 is excellent. For the criteria, we have lesson planning, set introduction, expanding skill, teaching strategy interaction, and classroom management, use of media, time management, closing, and confidence and effort. Okay, for the peer feedback, the first is what was the best part of the lesson. I think the best part of this lesson is when he can show the students the meaning of kepompong, means cocoon. I think not many people knows that the vocabulary, and he succeed to show the students what the meaning of the kepompong. And the next is what can be improved. I think we need more space to make it something like we are in the storytelling. We have to act like the character from the story. So yeah, I think what can be improved is we need more space. Okay, the last is one suggestion for future teaching. Okay, the future teaching is I think we need more students to make interactive learning, I guess, because it's too awkward in the beginning. I guess, yeah. Okay, the next is reflective tasks. Okay, Aliza, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what went well in your teaching?
So I think the part that went well in my teaching is when I ask the students and they answer correctly and they answer very enthusiastically.
Okay. What challenges did you face?
As you said earlier, that maybe the space is small and
Yeah.
it's not very big enough for the students to act or for me to act the characters. Maybe that's the challenges I faced.
Okay. The last question is, what would you improve for the next time?
Okay, maybe for myself I would improve my vocabulary knowledge because it's not that very broad, it's not very big, and also the space itself to teach in the classroom maybe and to engage more students, and I would like to have more students than just 3 kids.
Okay, I agree with you. We're on the same page. Okay, for the assessment, I'll give 9 for lesson planning, very well structured and purposeful, highly engaging and motivating. And for set introduction, explanation skill, I give 9.2 for very clear and effective. For teaching strategy interaction, I'll give 8 for suitable strategies active interaction. For classroom management, I'll give 9. Interactive very smooth management, creative and use. And the next is use of media. I'll give 8 for appropriate media. For time management closing, I'll give 9. No, sorry. I think I'll give 8 for mostly on time. And the last is confidence and delivery. I will give 9 for strong reflective closing, very confident and very professional. Okay, I think that's all from me. Maybe you have something you want to explain. Right?
I think that's all.
Okay, I think that's enough from us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.